The Midnight Caller. Late one rainy night, in a quiet town where the streets were often deserted after sunset, there was a small house that stood at the end of a cul-de-sac. It belonged to a woman named Clara, who lived alone after her husband passed away a few years ago. The house was old, with creaky floorboards and walls that groaned with every gust of wind. But Clara had grown accustomed to the sounds, until one night, when everything changed. It was past midnight when the phone rang. The sharp sound pierced the silence, startling Clara awake. Groggy and confused, she reached for the phone by her bed. "Hello?" she answered, her voice thick with sleep. There was no response, just heavy breathing on the other end. She waited a moment, then hung up, thinking it was a prank call. 5 minutes later, the phone rang again. This time, she felt uneasy. Again, the same heavy breathing. Before she could hang up, a low, raspy voice whispered, "I'm outside your house." Clara's heart skipped a beat. She jumped out of bed and rushed to the window, peering through the curtains. Outside, the rain poured down, but the street was empty. She hung up the phone again, her pulse quickening. Moments passed in silence. Then the phone rang for a third time. "I'm coming closer," the voice rasped. Clara's breath caught in her throat. She rushed downstairs, checking every door and window to make sure they were locked. She grabbed the phone, her hand shaking. "Who are you?" she demanded, her voice quivering with fear. The voice, chilling and slow, responded, "I'm at your front door." Her blood turned to ice. She dropped the phone and ran to the front door. Peeking through the peephole, no one was there. Relieved, she exhaled shakily. Maybe it was all a cruel joke. Suddenly, there was a soft knock at the door. Clara's heart pounded in her chest as she stepped back, frozen with terror. The knocking continued, slow and deliberate. She grabbed her phone, ready to call the police, but before she could dial, a whisper echoed through the house. From behind her, "I'm already inside."